still cruising along here, and I just have some random thoughts I'm throwing off out there, such as Junior Walker in the All-Stars, I think, has the best version of how sweet it is to be loved by you. So that's something to think about. If you play that for cake cuttings at weddings, I think it's the absolutely most alive version out there. My temperature gauge says it's about 40 degrees outside. Although the wind's been blowing, there's a gigantic wind chill, so leather jacket keeping me warm, along with my nice heated seats and climate-controlled vehicle. By the way, if you don't have heated seats in your van or your car, I would highly recommend getting them, because in the summer, they are a heating pad if you get really sore running or doing a lot of strenuous activity. And in the winter, they keep you nice and warm until the car or van will actually warm up. Traveling south on the east side perimeter, known as Interstate 285 to those outside of Atlanta, keep wondering, everybody complains about traffic, but nobody seems to have traffic that makes the national headlines more than the folks in the South, because the birthplace of NASCAR and the home of people that run their cars into the ground, driving for 300 and 400,000 miles before they decide maybe they should get another one. We are a very car-oriented area of the country. Also thinking that my party should turn out fantastically well. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't get a lot of calls to entertain children's parties, but they end up being some of my absolute best events. I'm still thinking of when I was the house DJ for Mickey Mantle's in New York, Manhattan, and I had a 10-year-old birthday party I was doing in the back room there one Saturday afternoon, and we went overtime on that one, and good grief, I had a lot of fun, and I was worn out, my assistant was worn out. Then we went for a burger. Like I said, they are just, what I say today is just, I'm just rambling. Now the other thing to ramble about is music. What do you listen to when you're going to an event to get yourself psyched up? My iPod has gone nuts on me today. I've got pretty much everything on it today, and it seems like today is Uriah Heep kind of day. Easy living. Oh, now Circle of Hands. Carpenters popped up, but I should be getting some St. Paul and the Broken Bones in a little bit. I keep thinking of when I worked for WKIS FM, KISS FM down in Miami, the country radio station. I drove that big red RV, and this is back when cassettes were big. Oh, yeah, my mistress is speaking to me, telling me to take Covington Highway as my exit here in a mile and a half. Anyways, getting back to the red RV, country music, and when I'd be heading off or heading home from an event in that thing, I'd have a couple of cassettes with me, and I'd just pop them in, and yeah, not death metal exactly, but some seriously hardcore rock and roll was blaring out of that sound system inside the RV. And when I worked for WFAS in White Plains, New York, and I'd be going or coming from an event, I just played the station. Back in the mid-90s, we pretty much owned that market, and the music, it was just dialed right in. Kudos to Alan Sneed, Mark Mitchell, and Sue Richard for getting that out there. And then, well, when I head off to go do an event, I just like to pump myself up with some really good music. So, and it's not necessarily the same format or genre that the client has requested. It's just something to put me in a good frame of mind and get me ready for what lays ahead for the day. Just want to keep myself moving along. Had Wendy's for lunch. I've been getting into that just a little bit, and I really need to get out of it because they have, I like their burgers. The burgers are good, and I don't need meal. I need to watch my calories. Okay, she's telling me to turn here. So I'm going to turn, pay a little more attention to things that I should be paying attention to. Although both hands are on the wheel, and all I'm doing is keeping an eye on everything around me and what I'm doing and just talking. You're here in the van with me heading over to this event, so hey, what better to do than just, hey, talk to everybody that I know, talk to my friends. You're here with me, so, and I'm stopped. Again, this is DJBGoode, and I'll check in with you again in a little bit.